So guys, I have a theory actually. So Gaijin posted yesterday that they are going to keep working on the SEAD event, and it is going to be a part of the World War mode, right? Which should be something that might actually be added in a soonish kind of future in the upcoming months, right? But not only that, they said that they're gonna reintroduce that, but also they're gonna actually do another type of event like this. They're not properly saying that it's gonna be an event like this, but they are going to add a new type of more realistic, if you will, event, right? Or part of World War mode. And what that's gonna actually be like is we don't know, basically. But I have a guess, and I really wanted to show to you guys what is my guess and really try to start a little bit of wondering and even being ready for it when it happens, right? In the post themselves, talk about how we are testing SEAD for aerial warfare, right? And then they say that it's gonna be another mission that that it's gonna be there. We don't know what it's gonna be called or anything, but there will be an aerial warfare kind of scenario in World War mode, and SEAD is gonna be one of the mission. But they say, quote, after SEAD we'll do another test for a mission that will be in aerial warfare in the same format as the SEAD event. So keep an eye out for that. So basically they're confirming that there will be more modes like this, at least one more, that it's going to be similar-ish to the SEAD event with another type of mission. So what is that mission gonna look like? Then I remembered that if we actually take a look on the proper leaks, as you know, I mean, this week we had a fake leak that appeared and stuff, but I'm not gonna do videos about those. I mean, they're obviously fake and stuff. But we have our beloved leakers, the Olivia leaks, the Discord leaks, Mike's leaks, those leaks we can actually trust, right? And in one of those leaks in the past updates, they actually posted something very interesting, that in the long term, we will have strategic bombing modes in the game. Or rather, they are saying that strategic bombing modes are being tested and that strategic bombers are being worked on as well. So what does that mean? Well, in my clear opinion over here, I can draw a little bit of a how do I say this, like a line between these, because these leaks were leaking that the SEAD was going to be a thing way before they actually did the SEAD event. So it means that not only they are getting the bombs and the missiles, the aircraft, the tanks, everything that it's being added normally correct, they're also getting this type of thing. So it must be somebody that it's inside Gaijin that it's releasing this, right? Or some form of stuff like that. We will never know. It might even be intentional. We don't know. We really do not know. We know that a lot of these leaks are being confirmed very, very correctly, when the updates come up. And, they said that the SEAD was going to be a thing, and it was a thing. And now, I mean, if you take a look on the same leaks, they were saying that not only that was going to happen, but strategic bombing missions is going to be a thing as well. So what I think is gonna be is that, guys, we are gonna see some form of not only a SEAD mission, but some form of strategic bombers coming up. For me, it's kind of clear with the leaks, if you draw this line between the leaks and, of course, that post that they did yesterday. It's not a confirmation, obviously, it's just a rumor, and, I'm trying to speculate a little bit on the terms of what could that mode actually be like. And if you really think about it, it really makes a lot of sense. They actually added the S-75s, which is a Vietnam era kind of, SEAD mission there, and missile system and everything. And it would make sense to have the same type of event for a strategic mission or a strategic bomber mission in that era as well, with B-52s and Tu-95s, something like that. And think about it again. They're testing this, adding with one. What is the most talked about strategic bomber that everybody talks about? It is the B-52, right? It's the most well-known that everybody talks about when we are talking about Cold War and stuff, right? And with that, I have a feeling that it will be a mission just like SEAD, but on the contrary, on the terms of attack and defense. So the Soviets would be the attacker ones with interceptor jets, MiG-21s and stuff. And then the Americans would have to protect the B-52 with the F-4s, or something similar-ish to that. This is what I think it will be like with this leak, with this event that they're talking about. And also, guys, remember, we already had similar-ish missions in the game. We had, I forgot the names of them, but of course we had the two events. The one, this is back in the day, this is a very long time ago, and I'm always... You know, I always complain that this wasn't a thing that they added continuously, right? The first one was that they did a mission from World War II, that there was a lot of B-17s and stuff. You had to protect them or fly them if you are on the American side, and if you were in the German side, you would use the 262, the Messerschmitt, to actually attack the B-17s, which was pretty cool. And then they did one from the Cold War with the Korean War, B-29s, right? So the B-29s and the Americans, you would use the F-80, the F-84s, and you would, or a B-29, and you would protect the B-29s. And in the Russian side, you would use the MiG-15s and try to destroy them. So obviously an asymmetrical environment, attacker, defense, different levels of aircraft with different BRs, just being really realistic, right? So they already have a past of doing this type of event, and it was already pretty cool with that, right? It was a very simple mission, but it was very cool. So imagine what they can do now, testing stuff like the SEAD and everything with B-52s, with proper Vietnam era MiGs and F4s and stuff. So this is what I think is gonna be. Is it what it is going to happen? We don't know, but this is my guess for what will be this other event. So I have a feeling that with the leaks and everything, that strategic bombers or a strategic bomber mission, protection mission, something like that. I'm not saying that you will be able to fly the B-52s, maybe not, but something similar to that. On the very least, strategic bombers are coming at a certain point with this new event. I'm 90% sure. It is a guess, but it just makes a lot of sense if you draw the line with the leaks and everything, okay? So this is how much I trust the leaks, actually, to be honest, right? But yeah, basically this is it. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Do you agree with me or not? And I see you guys on the next one. So make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and bye guys, see ya.